5. And this is the thing, man. Sometimes people come up here. We have artists that come through all the time. You know, I like to say, and I like to think to myself that I got motherfuckers who are certified. They belong on my show. But then there's some cats that are just elite. This cat to me is elite. And I'm glad and the fucked up part is we're from hoods that are literally probably 10, 15 minutes away from each other. But this is the first time he's been on the show. I'm happy he's here, man. Man, it's UFO Fev, man. Like what's up, bro? How you been,
Yo,
man? Let me
Gray
start with
Rizzy,
that. Happy holidays.
happy holidays, man. We done with the turkey. We threw out the it's gone. We rocking now. We here.
You know how it is too, man. Our hood, that shit probably still in somebody's refrigerator right now. They still trying to make it work for at least another 24
For
hours.
real, for real. Thank you for having me, brother.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So how's everything been going? You've been busy. I mean, you put up a post, I want to say the other day I saw it, maybe it was even today, where I've always been a fan. I've been a fan of your consistency, the way you've been able to put out project after project after project, and you just keep on seeing the growth. You just dropped a new one, prayer, weed, and music. That might be the holy trinity for some cats, man. Talk to me about this joint.
Yeah, man. Prayer, weed, and music, man. I've been just trying to stay consistent and put music out at a high level, at a quality music, though. You know what I'm saying? I like just one verse type joint with the beat. Like, nah, I've been writing high quality hooks, all types of joints, trying to just stay consistent in the space that I'm in and prepare for a new level, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to elevate to a new level and try to craft a new sound, but I had to get this off real quick. You know what I'm saying? I had to go in lab. I had all this music and I'm always recording. So I had a busy year and I'm closing it out with prayer, weed, and music. Like you said, it's the holy trinity for me. I'm one of those dudes, man, that I pretty much run on those three things. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing one of the three all times of the day. It don't
Mm-hmm.
matter. I'm either praying, I'm smoking, or I'm listening to music absolutely every moment of the day. It don't stop. So, if I'm with my kids, man, I'm praying for patience. I'm praying for strength. You know what I'm saying? I'm praying
Word.
for somebody to give me an award one day, that type vibe. You know what I'm saying? When I'm
Mhm.
by myself, I'm probably blowing it down, listening to music or vice versa, but all the above. So the project is one of I usually do projects with one producer to give a complete sound, but this one
Right.
I went with various producers to provide a more of eclectic sound, but all in the same realm of who I am and what I was trying to convey to the listener. So it's all like um you know uh you got Static Selector, you got that hip hop vibe in there. It ain't far away from what I do, but it's also stepped up with the we got some 808s knocking, you know what I'm saying? We got some strong vibes on there, a lot of percussion, live instruments. Um so it's just a vibe I was trying to provide for the listener, that I put this playlist of songs together and I was like, yeah, this is right. The producers were good dudes that helped me out a lot, and I wanted to showcase them as well.
I know that I was going to point that out too. I noticed that because in past bodies of work, it's been that team. Like, we going into this together, we coming out on the other side, and we go to come out with this amount of work. But I also like the fact that you highlight the producers on the project too, because I feel like sometimes the producers, they don't get, everybody want the drummer should always get some, and not to say that the producer is just a drummer, but we should be shining that light just like we shine the light on the DJs. But then again, we're purists when it comes to hip hop, or at least we understand how important that is. With this right here, with this body of work, like, I'm happy that you closed out 2021 strong, because it's making me wonder what's around the corner for 2022. But we focus right now on prayer, weed, and music. I want to get to this joint and politics. And I know I'm not, I'm jumping all over the place in the project. Actually, this is like the last song on the project. But shout out to Miss Berry. I love the fact that you always
That's
make
right.
it known that shout out to BR. Rest in peace to
Right.
Black Rob, you know. And it was something about this song where I was like, I want to start off the interview with this. It's politics. It's the homie Fev in the building. Ufo Fev, man. Keep it locked. Shade 45. Grind set. Yo, it's Gray Rizzy. We out here right now on a fucking Zoom. I can't wait to get in the studio with you, bro, because I know once you crack open that laptop, I know it's going to be some work in there.
We rock. That's a fact. Absolutely, man. Constantly trying to keep it going. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
And I appreciate you catching that Black Rob reference, man. That, I got chills. Great. That's what I do it for. You know what I'm saying? Cats like you and those who have that timeline in their head where they could reference back at least to like things they know existed prior to me that I'm acknowledging, you know what I'm saying? And the ancestors now, the people that passed, Rob, shout out to Rob, may he rest in peace. He's now an ancestor, and all those around from the neighborhood that, and even the dudes who hear it, they know that. So I appreciate that, man. I just wanted to throw that in there.
I'm not gonna lie to you, man. And by the way, if I didn't say it already, Ufo Fev, if he in the building right now, hit him up, let him know you listening, all that. When it came to Life Story, Black Rob's album, like everybody was on whoa. Don't get me wrong, New York City, it was all about whoa, all the way throughout the country, around the world. But Life Story was the song that did it for me, son. I was in there crying my fucking eyes out when Cheryl Pepsi Riley was hitting that shit at the end. Like, yo, my mom, God bless the dead, we couldn't connect because she was just somewhere else, and it was because of outside shit, drugs, all influence and shit that was going on in her life that I didn't understand until a later time. But when Rob was like, yo, I still love you, like that shit hit me in a certain way. So when you put together your words, bro, it's like there's a connection that's there. There's a reason why you're standing out. I just, and outside of people like Rob, like what was some of the influences that you had? I feel like a lot of people, at least a lot of listeners that we have up here on Shade 45, they've had the chance to connect with you and to build with you on different shows like Static Select Show. But what were some of the influences for you coming up, man? Like, is it somebody who you always look back and say, I want to be built in this cloth, or is it somebody even today that's still influencing?
Outside of Rob, immediately it was Rob and G Dep, because they were like the first ones I saw that was like I had seen Cameron come through the neighborhood and Mace, and it was like other rappers. Fat Joe used to be coming to get his car wash and stuff, but Rob and Dep were like hands on, man. So it was them. As far as like becoming an MC, it was them. And then just music all along was my dad, you know what I'm saying? Because he was in the music industry. He was part of a group called TKA. So like in my younger years, he would always drag me around with him. You know what I'm saying? He would, until I became maybe in my early, like 13, 14, where I wanted to hang out. Before that, I was always with him everywhere. Everywhere he would go, studio session, shows at the Apollo, KTU, Mega Fest, all kind of things like that. I would be with him everywhere, and I was turned out. Like I would meet my favorite rappers. My dad had an R&B artist by the name of Jay Quest. He had a big song on the Jason's Lyrics soundtrack called Up and Down. So like that was like my pop's second run. After he got out of TKA, he started managing Jay Quest, and they doing their thing. So I got to meet dudes like Rodney Jerkins, Darkchild, when he was young. He was like 16, producing, fresh out of church. You know what I'm saying? Like his pop still being his manager, Method Man recording. I remember meeting Meth early, meeting Dougie, and just like being around a lot of influences, seeing things that I was coming back. Like my dad didn't think it was affecting me. He used to tell me I'm too cool, like, cause I would meet these people, but I would just be like humble, stay to myself. But in my head, I was really excited, you know what I'm saying? Or when I go back home to my grandmom's, I'd just be really excited. So it was like music has just been always like something that I drew to, that I always had in me and around me. Like even when I was in the streets, it was always like for music. Like when I first had to pay for my studio session, like I must have been like 18, 19, 20, and I booked Quad the first time, and they ran me up like $600 for like 3 hours type joint. And I was, I just was like, damn, I'm gonna keep having this kind of money, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm thinking that to myself, like, so I had to figure it out. And everything I did, twin, was for music. I always was like blessed enough to like get in, get out, and have enough money to go shoot 2 vids, go to the studio, get outfits, pay rent, and I'm back in the street. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
it was always second nature, twin. It was an our era, you know, it was something that like was far-fetched, but for me, it was something like that kept me out of getting into deeper trouble, you know what I'm saying? So like my friends would come hang out in the studio with me, you know, it was like a thing to leave the block. It was a reason to leave the block for us, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. And you know what's wild? I'm seeing now your music. You know, people may not be actually in studio with you. They may not be always able to be at the shows, even though they should be. Your music is getting people by. You know what I'm saying? Like the stuff that you absorbed at a younger age, it's coming out in the music, and now people they able to feed off that, and they're able
That's
to get by
blessing.
whatever it might be that they're going through. Your music is helping.
Amen. Yeah, because I was one of them, man. I wasn't like you know, you could tell I was in the streets. I don't have to like spell it out, but I also wasn't like Escobar, you know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't really trying to take it to the top. Like even when I had the opportunities to go do it big, I was like, nah, you know, it was never really worth it. So they were times where like I left the streets alone. Like I was one of those guys who like, you know, like the Nas and Belly, like I was trying to leave the streets alone. Like, yo, I don't want to be rich off drugs. I was always thinking that, like, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, there be times where I left the streets when I do music and I was working at a gastroenterologist's office, you know what I'm saying? Or I was working at HIP doing medical billing, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Different things, working for Red Bulls, delivering Red Bulls. Like I was doing real life things to try to pay the bills and still make music. So my whole life is like pretty much dedicated to the hustle, to the working, to the man, you know, to a man, to like trying to figure it out. So for those who going through life and trying to figure out, I'm not here to stun on them. You know, I'm not here to like misguide anybody or tell you I don't make like that music, that murderer music. I don't make like that kind of music to get you hyped to go do something like you shouldn't be doing. I make that music to make you feel like, all right, we're gonna be all right. Because at the end of the day, that's really what we, you know, like in the projects, there's a lot of us, twin, and everybody ain't, you know, everybody ain't trappers. You know, there's some kids who are good dudes in the projects who got to deal with us in front of the building. You know what I'm saying? And because I was with the crew in front of the building, and there was kids who were, they moms were good ladies, and they were good kids. You know what I'm saying? And they weren't ever wanting to sell drugs, and but they in the projects too. They poor, they low income too. You know what I'm saying? So we come in like all types of flavors where I'm
It's
from. You
that
know what I'm saying?
reality, that
Yeah,
reality music, man. And I think there's something. The great thing about hip hop, there's something for everybody. The other thing about hip hop is that it can influence you to do some shit you know you shouldn't have to do. And you know, not everybody has that mind or you know that the strength to be able to say, "I'ma chill." You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna stay
absolutely.
on this path over here, but your music is providing that. Let's get to a joint that you fucking with right now. Like again, it could be somebody from today, it could be somebody from yesterday. I want to play it because you said so.
Oh, word, man. Yo, let's play some Gorilla Nems, some Bing Bong. You know what I'm saying?
Bing
Some from
bong.
my man Nems. Let's throw some Nems on. He's real lit out there, so it only right I show my man some love. You know what I'm saying?
And we should be showing our Knicks some love too. God damn it, I'm still pissed off about that game
Nah,
with the
don't get me
Nets.
started. That was a good game last night, yo. If we could play like that, I'll be happy though, man. As long as we ain't getting blown out by 20 or 30, we doing all
Word.
right.
I don't want to
We
go back
getting
to the
through
dark
with it.
days.
Yo, twin, we getting through with Emmanuel quickly, Julius Randle, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, all right, let's ball out there.
We gonna do it, man. We gonna take it out to Coney Island, from Harlem to Coney Island, real quick. Shout out to our brother Gorilla Nems. Bing bong, you
Bing
fucking
bong.
yeah, you dumb fuck. All you cats. My brother, yeah. Yo, it's Gray Rizzy, man. We out here right now, Shade 45. Shout out to all the grind setters that are out there. Ufo Fev, he in the building, man. Make sure you're hitting him up on that gram, on that Twitter. Let him know that you're listening. His new project, Prayer, Weed, and Music is out there right now. Go support that, fam. Look, something that I always wondered about, because I ain't gonna lie, I was talking to Nems about you not too long ago, because we were doing an album snapshot for his latest project, and I know you're on the project. I actually played the joint that you was on. And I was always underneath the idea. I thought you was from the Bronx, bro. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, nah, you from Harlem. I was like, really? You from Harlem? But I'm thinking about you, the connection, obviously, with Hispanics, you feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Bronx, it is going to be what it is, but shout out to the East Side. No, El
Nah,
Barrio,
but
come on now.
we cousins. The Bronx and the East Side.
Absolutely.
It takes 40 seconds to get over that bridge, literally. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? So, but I also do have ties to the Bronx. My mom's she's from East Harlem, but she's lived in the Bronx for decades already. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Castle Hill, the whole Randall,
Mhm.
Seward, and Homestead. I've got history over there. You know what I'm saying? I got history in Mount Haven. You know what I'm saying? Patterson. Shout out to the old 138, Millbrook, 149, 3rd Avenue. So, and then like you said, I'm connected to the Dawn. You know what I'm saying? The biggest in the game. And I'm super valid when it comes to the Cypress Boys and all that classic old Bronx stuff, man. My mom's goes back to the days of that too. So yeah, man, it's real, like real. I don't mind saying that I got Bronx roots. You know what I'm saying? Like I also got ties to I'm in New York.
You know what? I think sometimes people don't understand that part. Like, yo, I'm a New Yorker,
Like
fam.
running
Like
through the
you,
city.
whatever borough you want to tap into, a little bit on Staten Island, but yo, whatever borough you want to tap into,
We
we could
pretty
go
much,
there.
you know what I'm saying? We pretty much active in every borough, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's all love to all 5 of them. It don't even matter which one it is. It's New York.
Let me ask you this question, bro, because I think sometimes when people they see us an affiliation or they see an association or when an artist signs, let's just say with a label or they sign with somebody, they think I don't want to put words in other artists' mouth, but what I've seen history is like they think that person is going to do everything for them, and that's not the case. I think
Right,
one of the reasons, and I could be just kind of guessing and assuming here, but I would think one of the reasons why Fat Joe really appreciates you is because of your get up and go get itness. You dig what I'm saying? Like,
right.
look at all the projects you put out this year. And he's one of those people like he didn't have nobody like, yo, don't worry, I'll do everything for you. I remember when he did the fucking Flo Joe cover over there on 156th Street when there wasn't a building there. You know what
That's
I'm
a
saying? When
fact.
the fucking Easter parade and all that shit, not parade. They used to do all those
The
carnivals
church
over there in the
joint, yeah.
rubble. You dig what I'm saying? So I know his story very, very well because I'm so close to it. I come from that neighborhood. But I think he's impressed with you because of that. How is that relationship with you and Fat Joe, man? What's that like for you?
Yo, man, I would probably agree, and if he was here, he would probably say some flattering things himself about me. You know what I'm saying? That's like my big brother. I don't have a big brother. You know what I'm saying? So he kind of plays the part of like my uncle, my big brother. Um, we met through music, but we bonded just through journeys in life. You know what I'm saying? So, um, my relationship with Joe regarding music is always um I'm blessed to meet Joe in the latter stages of his life. You know what I'm saying? Where he's a lot more mature. He's got a grasp on business. He's pretty much successful in anything he puts his hands on. Um, he's not out here thugging like he used to, as much as he used to. So I'm really getting to see different things, learning and understanding, which is, if I had to choose, is what I want, because I get to learn and bring it home to my family how to be successful. You know what I'm saying? Not like, I don't really care at this point in my life to be running around and doing all the like extra hip hop activity. So when it comes to music, Joe understands my goal and where I'm trying to be. We've dropped some records that we were hoping would like crack the cement, and they were very dope records, and they helped me build a lot of relationships with DJs and program directors, and it taught me a lot about how to work a record, what it takes. From there, he just understood like we going this way. So Joe's allowed me the opportunity and still allowing me the opportunity to make money with him. I've traveled the world with him. You know, I'm on the road with him. I'm his hype man whenever he's performing. It's a blessing to get to see these kind of places, Dubai, you know, all kind of places, man. London that I would have never gotten, probably wouldn't have gotten to go if I didn't put my good foot forward and drop the music and show the effort. So him providing me the opportunity to feed my family and take me on the road and perform music. And if I need him, you know, I got him at my disposal. I don't bother him. You know what I'm saying? I don't call a trump card often. You know what I'm saying? So I hold
True.
it for the right
Right.
moment. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, I think he respects that. He's told me he respects you know, the highest regard he ever gave me, twin, was a real conversation. And you know, it's not much I could share from it, but other than him telling me, like, yo, Fev, I look at you like, you know, like I've always looked at you like your own man. Like you've never, you know, like I look at you like a man, bro. You don't go through things these other guys go through. You hold it together, you don't complain. I don't know any of your problems, you know, not because you want to, but you handle yourself in a way that's like, you know, you hold it down. So
And
I
that's saying
really
a lot
appreciate.
about you, bro. That's
Yeah,
definitely
that's what.
saying a lot about you. And
And
again,
like,
everybody, let me be clear, because I know we have a lot of listeners, and they're like, well, you know, what about the A&R part? And you know, I gotta have somebody who's molding me. And I gotta look. Everybody got to walk their own journey, but that
yeah,
has a lot to do with the environment you've come from too.
that's right.
So you know what Fev is talking about. That may not be the path for you, but you may have a successful path if somebody's holding your hand all the way down. But
Yeah, bro,
I see it.
you can make the music and you know, because Joe has spent, we have done a lot of stuff together and spent money together and done things. And there are artists out there, like you said, who need a label to move through. And I was just having this conversation yesterday with an artist that I was looking to help out, man. And you know, I'm independent by journey, not by choice. You know, I didn't know a lot of the things I was doing for myself was what independent artists do. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that. I was always aiming to get record deals and all. Like, you know, we come from that era, like, yo, you got to get a record deal. Like, so I
I
didn't
gotta
know,
get signed. Yeah.
yeah, I got to get signed. So me doing all that stuff I was doing to hold myself up until I got signed was what? Tech Nine, Talib Kweli, you know, Most Def, uh, all these guys, all it's what they do until they get to that Jay-Z and Fat Joe, Big Pun, you know, because Joe even having conversations like, yo, bro, who you think started? Like, you know, I'll be talking to him about this underground stuff, and like, you know, if I used to get hectic and gangster shit, you know what I'm saying? So everything you doing, bro, it's gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, just keep going. So being independent for me, it just, I like getting on my ownership. So when I'm in the ownership, I'm in the earning and owning and bringing it home and splitting it my way. You know what I'm saying? Like before anybody else touch it and tell us what we deserve, at least we should be able to break the pot. So that
Again.
route is not for everybody, but
Mm-hmm.
if you got the heart to like own something and build it up and try to put your team on, because that's always been my main goal, twin, is put my team on, like
Mm-hmm.
um, put my people in position to make something happen for themselves. Because I could always fend for myself. I've never been like messed up, you know what I'm saying? So it's like even when I was down, my grandmother passed away. I was living by all types of wild stuff. I was able to fend for myself. So I've always been a person who's like, yo, bro, if I can't have like if my friends ain't successful, it really don't mean nothing to me. Like to
Mm.
be successful. We got to have at least a group of people. And it don't mean like, hey, if I can make 8 millionaires, that would be amazing. But if I can motivate 8 men to learn how to become millionaires for themselves, that's more for me. You know what I'm saying? Like the inspiration I give to the dudes around me and in my neighborhood to pursue their dreams of being chefs or pursue their dreams of being carpenters and start their own LLCs and do that because they saw me do it. And that's the stuff that we doing, you know what I'm saying? And
It's
having
fire.
successful circle around you, then it's all good. But I learned that from these people, the Callies, the Joes, the love they have for each other, the way they help each other to make money, the way they help each other up, and they don't let each other get down. So I try to bring that home. So again, man, it's not for everybody, but for me, this has been my journey, and I've just been embracing it and taking it how it comes. You know what I'm saying?
That's fire, man. I love every bit of it right there. And I love the fact that you also had the chance to, like, be able creatively on this project to match wits with a person representing Connecticut, man. This guy got the same type of mindset as you. Ain't know it, man. I'm looking at this joint right here about them dollars. Like, a lot of people, how can I put this, man? And I know we coming up on time, but for a lot of people who want to be artists, I know in their mind, I want to make a lot of money. And if you start with that, I feel like you're going to end in a very negative way because the
That's
passion ain't
absolutely
there.
correct.
You
Yep.
dig? With you, Anoid, like you can hear it in the music, bro. Like you can hear it in the bars, and I heard it on this song, and it's just ironic that the song is about them dollars. You know what I'm saying? But what was it like with you two getting and being able to get together on a track together? I don't think this isn't your first time working together, right?
Nah, this is our
Nah.
this is our second joint
Yeah.
together. Yep. We got another joint, me and him in term. He's solid, humble. He takes care of his business. I met him through Static, and he's been nothing but a class act to me. So I had the joint already, and when I was finishing, me and Static was mixing that record, and I was like, yo, Static, I'm gonna send it, I'm gonna send it to the homie, send it to Noid, and he was like, oh yeah, that'll be dope. And yo, he shot it back, within 24 to 48 hours. I want to say 24 hours. If not, he shot it back as fast. So he didn't waste no time. And when I heard it, I was excited, man. I was like, oh yeah, because I'm still a fan of good hip hop and MCing, and he's going off. So when I took it to Static, I went straight to the lab that night and I played it for Static, and Static was hype. He was like, Static, like when he likes something, he really just be vibing. He really be like, he'll look at you and he'll be like, so we was like that, we was rocking to it. And I'm like, oh yeah, he feeling it, you know what I'm saying? So he mixed it down, and we working on getting the video done. Shout out to Noy. He's on a tour right now with Chris Webby. They, them Connecticut guys, they
get
moving
around,
around,
bro. They hit
they
that
get
road.
around, they
Yeah.
do their thing. So I'm literally trying to I'm trying to grab some time from him as I can right now, so we can knock that vid done and get it for the people, because that record is a very dope record, and I like it. I like it, and I'm glad the reception is dope as for it as well.
Well, everybody, you about to get this work, man, because you about to hear about them dollars. Know that. Before we get in, I gotta say this too, man. Shout out to the homie Static Selector, bro. Like, select this guy. He's not lying when it comes to Static Select. He could be a really good fucking poker player, because if you don't know him, he really don't give you any type of fucking expression.
That's
But
a fact.
when he really feeling something, or maybe I
Yeah.
don't know what he drinking nowadays, whiskey. I don't know what the fuck he drinking, but if
Yeah,
he feeling something,
when he on his vibe,
when he on his shit, yo, bro, you know right away. So for you to see that, that's just telling
shout
you,
out
and
to
that's from the
Static,
producer
man.
aspect, and of course for these people, they gonna get that too, man. Look, before we get out of here, man, I want everybody to tap in with you. This ain't gonna be the last time. Obviously, we're doing this shit over Zoom. We gotta do this in the studio. We gotta connect again, and we
It would
gotta
be
do it
my
real
pleasure,
soon.
man. It would be my pleasure and an honor to be in your presence and build with you, twin, anytime. You know what I'm talking about?
Same here, my brother. Same here. Let them know, like Twitter, Instagram, all that. Let them know how they can stay in contact with you.
Yo, Twitter, Instagram, Google, Spotify, everywhere, man. UFO FEV. UFO FEV. V like Victor, man. Check me out. That's UFO Fev. Go subscribe to my YouTube. Listen to the music, man. You can listen to it with your kids. You can listen to it in the car, however you want to rock, man. I don't curse much. The lexicon of words is too deep for MC. I don't be cursing, you know what I'm saying? So it's all right. You can throw that on no matter who you're around, and you're going to hear that real.
Word. Make sure you tap in with that, man. And look, I know there's some people who probably got in their car just a little bit late, or maybe your motherfuckers just late, period. We got you with the SiriusXM app. You could tap into the interview, all right? All you got to do is download the app, search UFO Fev. That's UFO FEV. Of course, Gray Rizzy Shade 45. Listen to it on your time. And shoot, while you following people, follow the kid too, man. At Gray Rizzy, GrayRizzy. Let's get to this joint about them dollars. Hey, Noy, Connecticut, what's up? Static Select, salute. UFO Fever, I appreciate you, my brother.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you all the time, for real, for real.
Everybody go get that prayer, weed, and music. It's out right now. Best believe we out here, whoa, chill.